For our final video on balancing equations, we've got balancing equations when the values are not the same on both sides of the equation. Okay, what we need to do when we've got something like this, so we can see that we've got a bunch of random numbers. We've got 47 and 7 and 3. So what we need to calculate is what is the outstanding value in each of these. So the best way to go and do this is to first always work with that which you know. So we know that on the left hand side we've got everything we need to find the total value. 47 plus 7 gives us a total of 54. A total of 54, right? And because we've got an equal sign in the middle, it means that the left hand side must be equal to the right hand side. Okay, so if we've got 54 here, we also need 54 on this side. And that is how we determine what the outstanding value here is. Okay, so we know that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and we know that we've got a 3 here. Okay, so to calculate what the outstanding value is, we know that this value must be 3 less than the total, because whatever we add here, we're still going to add another 3. So how do we do this? We do this through the inverse operation. And we did cover the inverse operation in the previous video. You're more than welcome to look at number 6 from the previous video. Right, so we know that our total is 54, and for left hand side to be equal to the right hand side, we have to take the total. So we know that it should be 54, and we do the inverse of plus 3, and the inverse of plus is minus. So if we have to add 3 to the total, now we subtract 3 from that to know what this outstanding value is. So 54 minus 3 is 51. So we've got 51 plus 3, and 51 plus 3 does give us 54, which means that this is true. Okay, second problem. 65 plus something gives us is equal to 90 minus 20. So what's 90 minus 20? 90 minus 20 is 70. 90 minus 20 is 70. So we know that the left-hand side must also be 70, because obviously it's true that 70 is equal to 70. We can't say that 71 is equal to 70. That's lying. So we have to make sure that our left-hand side is exactly the same as the right-hand side. So once more, we've got a positive value, 65, plus something gives us 70. So to calculate what that outstanding value is, we have to do the inverse operation as we did above. So we know that our final answer must be 70, and the value that we've got is 65. And the inverse operation for plus is minus. So we had plus 65, so we are going to subtract the 65, and 70 minus 65 is 5. So if we have 65, we have to add 5 to make the equation equal to 70. Okay, the next one, we've got 86 plus 5 is equal to something plus 10. So once again, I challenge you to pause the video right here and try this one by yourself. So 86 plus 5. Firstly, we always work with what we have. 86 plus 5 is 91. Okay? 86 plus 5 is 91. So we know, because of the equal sign in the middle, that the left-hand side must be equal to the right-hand side. So the right-hand side must also be 91. And then we do the inverse operation. The inverse of plus is minus. So we've got 91, which is going to be the total. We subtract the 10, which you know we're actually adding, and 91 minus 10 is 81. So 81 plus 10 is the same as 86 plus 5, which is both of them 91. Number 4, 1,500 plus something equals to 2,000 minus 100. Okay, firstly, we've got an equal sign, so the left-hand side must be equal to the right-hand side, and we've got 2,000 minus 100. And as I always say, start with what you have. 2,000 minus 100 gives us 1,000 1,900. So we know that because of the equal sign, the left-hand side must also be 100. So we need to figure out what is the outstanding value. And we're going to do that through the inverse operation once more. So we've got a total of 1,900. And instead of the positive value 1,500, we do the inverse. Inverse of plus is minus. Subtract 1,500, and then we've got 400. So if we have 1,500 and we add 400, the answer is 1,900, which is the same as having 2,000 and subtracting 100. So in the end, as long as the total value is equal, we know that our equation is balanced out. Last one, 512 minus something gives us 400 plus 50. So 400 plus 50 is 450. And because there's an equal sign, we know that left and right have to be the same. And now we've got a challenging one. So firstly, this is the first time we come across a minus sign, right? But don't be scared off, because we know that the original value was 512. Once again, we start with what we have. We know that the initial value, the 512, is greater than the end answer. The equation is equal to 450. And 512 is clearly bigger than 450. So it just makes sense that we have to subtract. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We take our original value, the initial 512, and we subtract 450. Okay, I'm doing this in vertical column method because it's not exactly rounded numbers. 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus 5 we can't do. 11 minus 5 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. So 512 minus 62 is equal to 450. If the sequence on balancing equations helped you out, please do like and subscribe. Share the videos with friends. We'd love to get some feedback through the comments as well. If there's anything specific that you want us to cover, please feel free to contact us via email at admin@igniteeducate.com, or you can just comment on this video. Thank you for watching.